Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Randomized franchise Redux rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. Year number 3 here in control of the Furry Flyers organization, and year number 6 here in the Green Nachos League. Last episode, we took our division rivals, the Tramplers, who we were tied with for first place in the division, and we lost. We managed to take a late lead, 4-3, in the 7th inning, and then we lost the lead on a 2-run bomb in the 8th, dropping the game 5-4. And then in the sim, we lost to the Bird Lizards 10-1. We beat the champs 8-4, and then lost to the Toucans 3-1, giving us a 1-3 episode and dropping us down to 3rd place in the division. As the Tramplers continued to win, they are now sitting at 10-2 with a 3-game lead on us. And we sit at 7-5 right behind the Beasts, who we are taking on in today's episode. It is a doubleheader. First matchup will be a battle of the Aces. Rebecca Radical once again towing the rubber for the Beasts as their ace. And Justin Marshall is going to be on the mound once again. He was pitching for us last episode in that Tramplers matchup, so we'll get to see him again. And then in Game 2, we'll have Mike Asiago, the flamethrower, on the mound. And on the mound for them will be Hatmore, whose name I can never remember. So it's battle of the number 2s. Beasts are doing well this year, so are we. Let's see if either of us can track down the Tramplers and wait for them to slip up. Because right now the Tramplers are on a heater right now. They have won at least the last 5 games in a row. So they're sitting pretty well at 10-2, and it's a daunting challenge to try and catch them. First lineup for today's matchup, leading off at catcher is locked in Silas Mason. Then it is right fielder Bradley Stark. Shortstop Gingham Hamilton bats 3rd. Barnes Wobble will DH today. She'll bat 3rd. Xander Kerr is in center, batting 5th. Atlas Good is at first base. He's still tense. Bingo Anubis, the second baseman, is juiced. He'll play his backup position of 3rd base today, allowing Barnes Wobble to DH and take a rest from the field. Aisha Kibbutz will bat 8th at 2nd base, and Julian Chernley, the second-year outfielder, will start over Lily Peterson with a right-hander on the mound. He'll be playing in left field today. Lineup for the Beast, leading off in center field, is locked in Julia Maloney. Then it is tense DH Smash Lafayette. Batting 3rd, right fielder Gianni Oliver. Batting 4th, catcher today, Alberto Donovan. Batting 5th, left fielder Weston Ryu. Batting 6th, 10th, shortstop Rayan Hurls. Batting 7th is locked in 3rd baseman Cosmo Dismal. And batting 8th, locked in first baseman Walt French. And batting 9th, 2nd baseman Kendrick Taverna. Looking at the bench, they have Brian Smile, the shortstop. He is tense right now, so he is sitting out. Left fielder Malachi Zhang is on the bench. They also have first baseman Screw Kirk, former Thumper. Right fielder Vinny Romero. And then their pitching rotation, Clarissa Arias, who is their number 4. They have Carmelo Hatmore. He's going to be pitching the 2nd game of today's episode. And then they have Kevin Bates, who's actually their number 4. So Arias is their number 3. Okay. Pitching bullpen, they have Bern Copeland, who's tense, locked in reliever Jaden Felix, reliever Camden Stark, reliever Kale Cisneros, and closer Kaya Roquefort, who they recently signed either last episode or the episode before. All right, let's jump into the action and have some fun here today as we head to Battery Bay for this doubleheader. At least we're at home for this one.
It's game time here at Battery Bay. It's time for some baseball.
All right, here we go. Let's get it on. Julia Maloney leading off in center, locked in, hitting 300, 4 homers, 8 RBIs. Neither of her traits are active right now, but Sign Stealer has a percentage chance to activate on every pitch. At Tier 2, that is going to be a 10% chance on every pitch. Rally Starter only activates if they're losing and no one's on base in front of her. Marshall on the air, 1-0. He has a 6.75 ERA and a 150 whip in 3 starts, 11 earned runs. Last episode, he came off of 6 quality innings, giving up only 3 earned runs, a fantastic pitching performance. Considering in the first inning of that start, he gave up those 3 runs. He then put up 5 scoreless after the fact. So he's trending back in the right direction, trying to get that ERA down. 20 hits surrendered, 17 strikeouts, 2 walks in 14 2/3 innings, averaging just under 5 innings a start. Batting average against right now sitting at .312. Need to clean that up here, Justin.
Folks, check
First pitch, two-seamer away. Outside, ball one, we're underway. Four-seamer inside, off the plate, it's 2-0. Using the middle of the plate, line to center, right at Kerr, though, for the first out. Smash Lafayette, the DH up next. He has Tier 3 fastball hitter and Tier 2 bad ball hitter, both active. Currently tense, though. Hitting only a $149 on the year with 1 homer, 5 RBIs. And, of course, Marshall's 2 best pitches are his fastball, so he's going to need to work without them for this at-bat. Slider down, taken low, ball 1. Changeup hangs, lined into left. Chernley coming on, gets there for the second out. Next up, right fielder Gianni Oliver, the normal catcher. He is playing his backup position today. Has Tier 2 first pitch prayer active, hitting only .207 on the year with a homer and 3 RBIs. Slider down and away in the first pitch, just low, ball 1. Four-seamer away, checked outside, 2-0. Change it down and in. Inside now, 3-0. Two-seamer up. Ball 4 misses high. It's a 4-pitch walk to Oliver. And that is going to bring up catcher today, Alberto Donovan. Hitting .429 with 4 homers, 8 RBIs. He is Tier 3 fastball hitter active as well. He also has Tier 3 pinch perfect, which won't activate today because he is in the starting lineup. It only activates if he comes off the bench. Change it middle away on the first pitch. That's a strike this time. 0-1, way to get one over. Slider down and in. Just low, 1-1. Curveball down in the way is low, 2-1. Change it up and in. Taken high, 3-1. Four-seamer away, checked, strike called, caught the corner, full count. Full count offering, runner goes. Chopper up the middle of the second, Kaboots over, backhands throw to first, in time to end the inning. Nice pitching there, Justin. Working around the 2-out walk, bottom 1, Mason, Stark, and Hamilton coming up. Catcher Silas Mason leads off for the Flyers. He is locked in, hitting .400, 4 homers, 8 RBIs on the year, facing ace Rebecca Radical, once again, another familiar foe. Rebecca 1-2 on the year with a .519 ERA and a .110 WHIP. 10 earned runs given up in her 3 starts this season, 17 1/3 innings, averaging 5 2/3 innings start, 12 hits surrendered, 7 walks, 1 wild pitch, 4 homers, 1 hit batsman, 13 strikeouts, and a batting average against a .188. Has elite 4-seamer at Tier 2 and falls behind at Tier 2. Slider up, in there at the letters on the first pitch, 0-1. Peter middle in, late swing, it's 0-2 to Mason. Peter up, line to left center field. That is going to hang up out there, though, for Ryu. 1 down. Next up, going to be right fielder Bradley Stark, hitting .418. 2 homers, 13 RBIs on the year. Change it inside. That is a strike. 0-1. Peter down in the way, out of the zone. 1-1. Peter up away, line to left, over the leaping glove of the third baseman, and that is a base knock for Stark. Bradley on with the first hit of the day for either team, and that is going to bring up shortstop Gingham Hamilton, hitting .468 with 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Tier 3 bad ball hitter and Tier 3 mind gamer both active. Change it down and in, inside, ball 1. Change of middle of the plate, cracked deep by Hamilton, right of center field, hit pretty well, running out of room at the wall, leaping, and that ball takes flight and lands in the batter's eye. Home run for Gingham Hamilton. He got a hanging pitch down the middle and puts it out in the seats. 4th homer of the year for Gingham, and we have an early 2-0 lead for the Flyers. Let's go. Mimi Barneswobble up next, the DH, hitting .426, 6 homers, 23 RBIs on the year, facing a tense Radical now. Curveball middle away, line to the gap left center field as Mimi goes with it, timed it up perfectly. That's going to roll to the fence. Maloney chases after it and gets it in, but that is a double for Barneswobble. She is in scoring position here with 1 down. That'll bring up Xander Kerr, center fielder with Tier 1 easy target, hitting .370 with a homer and 8 RBIs. Ball middle of the way. That is a strike. 0-1. Heater down and in. Whiffed on it. 0-2. Ball down in the way. In the dirt. Good block behind the plate there by Donovan. 1-2. Heater down in the way. Hard ground to the shortstop. Right at Hurls. He'll throw to first for the second out. Going over to third is Barnes Wobble. She'll beat the throw. Good up next, Atlas is tense. First baseman hitting .321. 6 RBIs in the air. No homers yet for Atlas. Trying to break out of his slump. Still. Right down the middle with that heater at 103. 0-1. Heater up and away. Late swing. It's 0-2 as Tough Out activates. Heater up. Chased out of the zone. Radical picks it before it hits the dirt, and that ends the inning. But 2 home on the home run by Hamilton. 2-0 for the Flyers to the second. Ryu, Hurls, and Dismal coming up. Don't be your Earls and swing the bat. Just trying to help. Hey, one boy, welcome in, buddy. Yeah, I know. We had a miserable playoff series. Couldn't do nothing right offensively. But we've already matched the home run total for the entire series right now. We have 1. So did we. Yeah, fair enough. Weston Ryu up, however, it's lefty at tier 2 and outside pitch at tier 3 here. Left fielder hitting .286 on the year with a homer and 6 RBIs. Well, now we get to be eliminated together with Lawai, but at least we can say our teams made the playoffs. His didn't. Heater inside misses. Ball 1. Slide it down and in. Chopper to first. Right at good. He'll take it himself. 1 down. You have perfect. Rayan Hurls up next. Shortstop is tense. You know what he says? Oh, boy. I wonder, what does he say? Hurls is tense, hitting .231, 3 RBIs on the year. Same amount of playoff wins as He's Mariners. He's right. He's got us there. He's got us there. Well, at least John Moore still some skin in the game, being a Guardians fan, I'm assuming. Grounder in the hole to short. Hamilton makes play to first. 2 down, being that he is from Cleveland, so. Wish them luck against the Tigers. Here's Cosmo Dismal locked in. Third baseman is hitting .188 with a homer. 4 RBIs. 2 down quickly here in the second inning for Marshall as he's cruising. Heater middle in. That is a strike at 102. 0-1. Dribble down in the way. Out of the zone. 1-1. Jay Ware is depressed White Sox fan. I thought, oh, he is a White Sox fan, isn't he? My bad. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Yeah, Scootsy's a Cubs fan, so yeah. He might be a White Sox fan. I'd have to ask him, but he's not here. I know Bobcat's a Rockies fan, so he wants the Expos to come back so bad. 2-seamer middle in. Lined into center field. Kerr coming on. Makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 2, we're up 2-0. Anubis, Kaboots, and Chernley do up next. Hold on, I got a text message to ask. Answer here. Ooh, what do we got going on? Bingo Anubis up, the young backup getting the start today at third base, moving Barnes Wobble to DH because he's juiced. Hitting .286 with an RBI on the air. Facing Rebecca Radical. Slider on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Radical to get in there. 0-1. Dribble down on the way outside. 1-1. Heater away. Whiffed on it. 1-2. Tough Out activates at tier 2 now. Heater down. Grounder to short. Easy play for Hurls. Up to his left. 1 down. Kaboots up. Second baseman hitting .302. 5 RBIs on the air. Heater up and in. Late swing. 0-1. Change it down and in. Taking low. 1-1. Change down and in. Line to second. Catch for Taverna. 2 down. And that is going to bring up Julian Chernley getting the start today with a right-hander on the mound in left field over Peterson. Hitting .320, 4 RBIs on the season. No homers. Heater inside from Radical, ball 1. Curveball middle away, dumped to left field off the end of the bat. That is down in front of the sliding glove of Rio as he tried to make the catch, but he couldn't do it. There's a 2-out single for Chernley. Inning continues. Here comes Mason. 0 for 1 day for the catcher. Flew out his first at bat. Get up and away, line deep to left field, but it goes right to Ryu, who barely had to move, and that ends the inning. Good bounce back inning there for Radical. Did not need to stress herself too much. To the third, it's 2-0. French, Taverna, and Maloney, 8, 9, and 1, due up for the Beasts. Well, French leading off. He's locked in at first base today for the Beasts, hitting .412, 2 RBIs on the season. Heater down and away, taken low, ball 1. Throw down and in, whiffed on it, 1-1. Two-seamer up and away, foul back, 1-2. Change it down and away, holstered a sword, first punch out for Marshall, 1 down. Kendrick Taverna up next, second baseman getting the start today with Smile out of the lineup. He has Tier 3 off-speed hitter, Tier 2 mind gamer, hitting .417, 2 homers, 8 RBIs. Marshall locked in now. Slider down and in. Bloop foul, out of play, 0-1. I definitely just forgot he had off-speed hitter. Whoopsie daisies. Two-seamer up and in. High, 1-1. Four-seamer down and away. Low again, 2-1. Four-seamer up and away. Doors, 2-2. Two-seamer middle of the plate. Ooh, got lucky, 2-2. Four-seamer down and away. Hit on the ground in the hole to second. Diving caboose just out of her reach. That's a base hit into right field. Little one-out single there for Taverna. That'll bring up Maloney 0 for 1 today. That's the first hit today for the Beasts offense. Their only base runner before that was on a walk. There's Maloney 0 for 1 today, but still locked in. Two-seamer down and in on the first pitch. Foul back into the screen, 0-1, or over the screen, actually. Slider up and away. Popped her up right on the mound, actually. Justin Marshall doesn't even have to move. Puts it away, 2 down. And that will bring up the DH Lafayette. He's still tense.
Smash Lafayette.
Curveball middle in on the first pitch. Blooper, as that was a hanger into center field. That is going to extend the inning here with 2 down. First and second now, 2 outs for Gianni Oliver, who drew a 4-pitch walk his first at bat.
Gianni Oliver.
Four-seamer down and away in the first one. Grounded hard to short right at Hamilton. He'll go to first, and that is going to end the inning. Good pitching from Justin. Strands 2, bottom 3. Stark, Hamilton, and Barneswobble coming up. Bradley Stark, bottom 3, leading off here for us. He singled and scored a run in the first inning. Radical looking to get back into it. Heater up and in. That's a strike. 0-1. Chased it up and in on the heater this time. 0-2. Change up away. Line softly to left center. That is down for a base hit, as that did not barrel up. So that is another hit for Stark. He's 2 for 2. And here's Gingham Hamilton, 2-run homer last at bat. He's locked in. Bart's the only runs on the board for either team. Got a change up down the middle, and he didn't miss it. Heater up and away, strike called, 0-1. Heater up, blasted by Hamilton deep to left field, looking to get over Ryu's head. It does not. He caught it right at the warning track for the first out. Good swing, though, from Hamilton. Put a lot of charge into that one. Here's Barneswobble, doubled and stranded in the first inning. 1 for 1 today.
Barneswobble.
Heater down and in, low, ball 1. Pick off to first, back safely Stark. Heater up and in, line to short, but right at Hurls for the second out. Unlucky there. Here comes Kerr, he's 0 for 1. Heater down and in, dumped to right center field. That might hit the gap, and it will. Cut off, though, by Maloney. It'll be just a single for Kerr. Stark goes first to third. 2 on, 2 down. Here's Atlas Good. Grounded out his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Trying to bounce back here. Runner goes on the first pitch. Heater away, outside. Throw down to second. Taverna cuts it off, throws it home, and they do get Stark on the delayed double steal. That did not work. To the fourth, it is 2-0. Donovan, Ryu, and Hurls coming up. I would get a little cheeky with it. That did not work. It was worth a shot, though. Stolen base will count for Kerr, though. He did make it to second.
Now batting the catcher.
So for Xander, that's his third steal of the year. He's 3 for 3. Stark is now 2 for 3. All right, Donovan's up next. Ball down and in on the first one. Strike called at the knees. Nice pitch. 0-1. Change it up. Blasted by Donovan deep to right center field. Carrying well. Off the wall. Just missed the homer by inches. That is a leadoff double for Donovan. Good play by Kerr to get it in quickly. I am not a depressed White Sox fan. I'm a dead inside, set it all on fire White Sox fan. Hey, John Moore, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Thank you for the clarification. Oh, perfect. So, one boy, you were technically right. All I said was I thought you were. You just didn't know your level of depression. That's all. Alrighty, here we go. Rio up. Peter, runner in scoring position. Line to second, right at Caboose for the first out. That's a good one pitch out there. Hurls up next, 0 for 1. First pitch prayer still active, and 10s. Ball down. Chopper up the middle. Hamilton ranges over, cuts it off, throw to first. 2 down as the runner goes to third on the play. Also, yes, I did repost all of you. Oh, jeez. Here's Cosmo Dismal locked in, 0 for 1. Ball down and in is inside. Ball 1, breaking away in. Heater middle away. Whiffed on a 1-1. You see me down in the way. Check strike, 1 and 2. Change up and in. Dribbler to short. Hamilton charges, bare hands and fires. Got him. Let's go. That ends the inning. Runner stranded at third. Bottom 4. It's 2-0. Good. Anubis and Caboose coming up. Great pitching from Marshall to work around that double, that leadoff double. And you block the Y. Shocking. Depression was spring training. The 5 stages gradually diminished as the seasons went on. Fair enough. Fair enough. Atlas good up. He's 10, so for 1 today. Heater down. That's a strike. 0-1. Heater's inside. 1 and 1. Heater away. Popped him up. Right behind the shortstop out there is Hurls. 1 down. I'm in my 5 stages. I was already in the acceptance stage, so I'm good. Anubis up. Juiced 0 for 1 today. Popped out his first at bat to left field. Ball down. Taken low. Ball 1. Change of middle in. Rip foul. 1 and 1. Heater up and away. Taken high. 2-1. Slider up and away, dumped to right center field. We're going to drop that in for a hit, and Anubis drops it in. That's his first hit of the day. He's 1 for 2. The car ride home was bargaining. An hour and a half with your thoughts hurts sometimes. That it does. Caboose up 0 for 1 today. Yeah, I think I was already at the acceptance stage right when we were going into the playoffs because I'm like, we're not going to do well. I can just feel it. We're not going to win. Like, there was a small part of me that hoped we were going to pull out a win. But in reality, my head was like, we're not going to win, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. But at least we can't use the excuse like we did last year. We had a week off, and it caused us to lose all our momentum. No, we literally played 2 days after the season ended. We just suck. Heater away, off the play, off the glove of Donovan. Running down to second is not in time on the throw. Anubis advances on the wild pitch. Nobody cries at a supervillain's funeral. This is true. Change up and in. Dump to center field. That is going to get down for a base hit. Maloney comes up throwing. Will hold Anubis. He doesn't run particularly well, even though he is juiced. Runners at the corners. Or Robbie Way was allowed to pitch to Jordan. That also had something to do with it. Yeah, that would do it too. That's what I've been telling myself every time I go online. Chernley up next, 0 for 1 today. Or no, Chernley had a single his first at bat. That's right, he's 1 for 1. Change up and away, taken high. Ball 1. Steeler over at first base for Caboose. There she goes. Her ball inside, misses. Throw down to second by Donovan, not in time. Stolen base for Aisha. Her first of the year, she's 1 for 1. 2-0 count to Chernley. 2 in scoring position, only 1 out. A big opportunity here. Let's see if Chernley can come through. Slider outside. It's quickly 3-0 here. Will he get a pitch to hit? Heater up in. Ball 4. Walked him on 4. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Here's Mason. He's 0 for 2. Lined out to the pitcher, and he lined out to left field. That's what I've been telling myself. Change it down. Misses low to Silas. Ball 1. Change it down. The early swing. Pulled foul. Chased it. 1-1. Radicals 50 pitch that was on the day. Late on the heater up and in. 1-2. Heater down and in. Line at the middle. Base hit for Mason. He drops it through into center field. 1 run will score. It is 3-0 as we keep the bases loaded. Way to go, Silas. Next up, Stark. Bradley 2 for 2 today as Radical now tense. Heater middle in. Dump to right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run in. Second runner around third. Oliver's throw comes to second. It's a 2-run single for Bradley Stark. He's 3 for 3 today, and now it's 5-0 Flyers, and here's Hamilton. Gingham 2-run homer earlier. He's also lined out. Heater down. Blasted by Gingham. Dead center field. Carrying well. Out of room at the wall. Leaping. She took it away. Julia Maloney took it away. Hurls his throw back to first in time. That's going to double him up and end the inning. We just missed a big 3-run homer from Hamilton. Way a good play by Maloney to keep it from stopping the game from exploding completely, but not before 3 runs do come home for the Flyers. 5-0 to the 5th. French, Taverner, and Maloney coming up. That inning could have been a lot worse for them. Rebecca better be taking Maloney out for some drinks after this because she just saved her bacon right there. All right, Welt French leading off the inning here in the top half of the 5th. First pitch heater up and away out of the zone. Ball 1. Ball down and in. Low, 2-0. Heater up and in. Checked high, 2-1. Slider down and away. Whiffed on it, 2-2. Change it down and away. Holstead a sword. He chased it. Second punch out from Marshall. 1 down. Here's Taverna, 1 for 1 with the single. Four-seamer down and in. That's a strike, 0-1. Two-seamer up and away. Foul back, 0-2. Four-seamer up and in. Doors blew it by him. Third punch out from Marshall. Back-to-back Ks. 2 down for Maloney, who's on fire after robbing that home run. 0 for 2 at the plate, but she now has Tier 2 Rally starter active because no one's on base in front of her, and her team is losing. Slider down and away on the first pitch. Out of the zone. Ball 1 just missed. Two-seamer up and in. Maloney fouls it off late. 1-1. Change it mid down and in. Line down the left field line. Out of play. 1-2. Four-seamer up and away. Fouled off. 1-2. Ball down and away. Ooh, pulled it foul early. Count still 1-2. Two-seamer up and away. Fouled off. Out of play. Count at 1-2. Sign stealer active. Heater down and in. Through the legs of Marshall. She times it up, and Maloney gets her first hit of the day. She's 1 for 3. Mets Brewers was fun to watch. Oh, who won that, by the way? I missed the ending. Smash Lafayette up. Tier 3 fastball hitter. Tier 2 bad ball hitter. I believe Lafayette is 0 for 2 today. Slider down in the way in the first one. Low. Ball 1. Heater down and in low. 2-0. Zoomer up and away. Runner goes. Strike called. Throw down by Mason. Not in time. Stolen base for Maloney. Maloney's 4th of the year. She's 4 for 5. 2-1 pitch. Change it down and in. Check strike. Count 2-2. Ball down and away. Check low. 3-2. Full count pitch. Heater up and in. Doors blew it by him. 4th punch out from Marshall. He ends up striking out the side after a 2-out single. Bottom 5. We're halfway home. It's 5-0. We're still up. Barnes wobble Kerr and good. Due up. Barneswobble leading off, 1 for 2 with a double. Lined out last to bat. Heater up, that's high. Ball 1. Heater away, strike call, 1-1. Radical still tense after last inning. Changeup hangs, turned on by Barneswobble, deep to right center field. That's not coming back, folks. She got all of it. That one takes flight and lands in the stands in right center as we time up the changeup. Barneswobble goes yard again, her 7th homer of the year, and that makes it 6-0 as we extend the lead. Oh, long. Kerr up next, 1 for 2 with a single. Ugh. Change it down, chop foul behind the plate, 0-1. Curveball down and away, low, 1-1. Change it down, pulled foul, 1-2. Heater up high, 2-2. Change up away, lined into left center there. Hard grounder past the shortstop. Nice hit there for Xander, his 2nd. He's 2 for 3. That'll bring up Atlas Good, who's 0 for 2, and that'll do it for Radical. As coming out of the bullpen is Kale Cisneros. Right-hander coming in. He has a 6.75 ERA, a 188 whip, and 4 strikeouts. He'll have Tier 2 reverse splits against all left-handers, and he has Tier 2 K collector when the count gets to 2 strikes. Pick off to first, back safely is Kerr. Slider down, taking low, ball 1. Good, popped out last at bat. Change it down, turned on by Good, deep to left field, but that is going to hang up out there. Running it down is Ryu for the first out. Next up, Bingo Anubis, 1 for 2 day for him. Heater down, and then that's a strike, 0-1. Change up, taken high, 1-1. There it goes. Change up and in. Inside, throw down to second, not in time. Second steal today for Kerr. He's 2 for 2 today. And that makes him 4 for 4 on the season. 2-1 count here to Anubis. That one missed inside on the changeup. Heater up, missed it on the whiff. We chased that one, 2-2. Okay, collector activates as well as tough out. Chase the changeup down and then strike 3. First punch out for Cisneros. 2 down for Caboose. 1 for 2 with a single today. Reverse splits active against her now. Change it down and in, taken inside, ball 1, or down in the way. That's outside. That one's outside on the high away 2-seamer, 2-0. Fastball middle in, turned on by Caboose deep to right field. She got around on it, and that one takes flight and lands above the bullpen. Home run for Caboose. I think that's her first of the year. It is, and that 2-run bomb makes it 8-0 as we're running away with it in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. Nice swinging, everybody. Here's Chernley, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. First split still active. Slider away, dumped off the end of the bat over short. That's a single for Chernley, his 2nd of the day. He's 2 for 3. Top lineup here we are again. It's Mason, RBI knock last time up. He's 1 for 3. Still locked in. Reverse split still active for Cisneros. He's tense. Change it middle in. A little early on the swing. Didn't barrel it up. 0-1. That's fouled off. Missed on the heater. High. 0-2. Slider hangs. Turned on by Mason deep to right field. Taking flight and lands in the bullpen. Home run for Silas Mason. Continuing his career breakout season. 5th of the year for the 3rd-year catcher. It is 10-0 Flyers. Stark up next. He's 3 for 3. 3 singles, 2 RBIs. Indeed, we are running away with this. And reverse splits is still active. Slider down, taken low. Ball 1. I want to point out, since Cisneros has activated reverse splits, each batter has gotten a hit. They're 3 for 3 with 2 homers right now. Strike called on the heater away, 1-1. Change with the knees. Ooh. Just missed it, 1-2. K collector now active. Come on, Bradley. Change it down the way, bloop to right field, and it's going to continue. We're 4 for 4. Next up, Hamilton. Reverse splits is still active. 2-run homer earlier. He's 1 for 3. Got robbed of his second homer last at bat by Maloney in center. Heater down. That's low. Ball 1. Heater's in the dirt. 2-0. Heater middle in. Jam shot to short. Right there is hurls, though. That ends the inning. 5 runs come home for the Flyers as we knock Radical out of the game and then unload on Cisneros. 10-0 to the 6th. Oliver, Donovan, and Ryu due up. We're going to get through this top half of the 6th, get Marshall his quality start, and then we'll go ahead and sim the rest of the if we're still up by 10. We'll move into game 2 because we're running away with it now. Here's Oliver, 10, so for 1 today with a walk. Heater down and in. Jammed on the ground to third on the first pitch. Right at Anubis. He'll make the play. 1 down. Next up, Donovan, 1 for 2 with a double. Slider up and in. Strike called, 0-1. Donovan hit a double last at bat. Then was stranded at second base. Take it down, fouled off out of play, 0-2. Well down in the dirt. Good block, 1-2. Pitch 69 coming here. Heater away, fouled off. Still 1-2. Now pitch 70, 2-seamer up and in. Jammed on the ground at first, right at good. He'll take it himself, 2 down. Next up, Rio, 0 for 2.
Number 6, Weston Rio.
Slider middle in on the first one. Jammed down the right field line, slicing into the corner, just foul, 0-1. Little late. 4-seamer up and in. Inside, 1-1. Throw ball down and in. Chopped up the third base line. Anubis over. Backhands. Throw to first. 1-2-3 inning for Marshall. He's through 6 shutout innings. Bottom 6th, 10-0. Barnes, Wobble, Kerr, and Good due up. We will sim the rest of this game now. Man of my word. 10-0 after 5.5. I think we're in the right frame to sim the rest of the way here, as this game's no longer competitive. Let's see how the team does without me in control here. All right, they do get 2 more runs, but we end up winning 10-2, so we gave them enough of a cushion. We move ahead of the Beasts into second place with the better run differential. Nice. Now we're only 2.5 out of first. Tramplers are going to play again, it looks like. All right, what do we got? These 2 players always fighting in the dugout. Who are you going to reprimand, Stark or Asiago? Ooh. Bradley actually did well today, too. He had a lot of hits, so I got to do Mike here. Sorry, Mike. Just, you're not going up against guys who are performing. Looking around the league, only 1 roster move to report. Hope Christian to the Thumpers, replacing Beefly Buckley as he is cut. Yeah, the Thumpers look like they're giving up. They have the worst record, I believe, in the league right now, so it is unfortunate to see. They have fallen so far down to 2-10, but they got to give up now. They're at the halfway mark of the season. It ain't looking like their year. It's time to rebuild it now, tear it down, get as young as you can, and develop your talent. It's a smart play. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Player development. All right, Elite 4-seamer for Lim. Interesting. Okay, not the best. Surrounded is dumb. Choker is dumb. Chance to get a cutter for Richards. Okay, it would help build up his lost loyalty as well. Yeah, because his loyalty is only at 64. Lim's is at 96. Okay. Mason, bad jumps, although not horrible, is not great on a catcher who can actually run. And Noodle Arm is stupid for an outfielder. So, yeah, it's literally Richards and Lim. Those are the only 2 good ones, and we can wait until after the second game to buy them. So, continue to save that money. Let's see how it goes in the sim here for the rest of the league. False Knights crushed the Dive Bombers 14-7. Bird Lizards rally from down 3-0 to win 7-3 over the Bionics. Bards are blowing out the Toucans, and then they almost choke the lead away, but they win 9-7. Tramplers taking on Leatherwings. Come on, Leatherwings. Do us another solid. Keep blowing them out. Keep it rolling. They blow them out 19-1. Finally ending the Tramplers' winning streak. There we go. Now only 2 games back as they fall to 10-3. Champs winning 11 over the Trackers 5-4. And the Thumpers win a pitcher's duel 2-1 over the Below Zeros. Nice job, guys. Maya Rogers had the game-deciding hit there. And now here we are, Game 2 of the episode, taking on the Beasts again. On the mound, left-hander Carmelo Hatmore. Tier 2 surrounded, and Tier 2 gets ahead of his traits. 1-0 with a 3.32 ERA and an 0.83 whip. And on the mound for the Flyers, for us in Game 2, is going to be Mike Asiago, the flamethrower. 1-2 with a 6.19 ERA and a 1.75 whip. Tier 2 falls behind as his trait. I'm going to go ahead and check real quick and see how many innings Marshall threw in that one. Marshall's ERA is at 5.66, so he did give up those runs. Looks like he went 20 2/3 now, so he was at, I think that's wrong. Or was he at 14? He was at 14. So yeah, I think he went only 6 1/3 innings, it looks like. Okay. So he only got one more out in the game, and then he gave up the 2 runs and they took him out. Okay. Still a solid day for him. Quality start. We'll take it. All right, let's do it, Mike. Lineup we'll use for Game 2, leading off in left field. Lily Peterson will get the start with the left-hander on the mound. Xander Kerr is to the 2 slot, locked in center. Good batting third, Tense at first base. We have Barneswobble at third, batting fourth as Anubis goes back to the bench. Hamilton DHing today. Kibbutz is at second. Silas Mason is catching today. He's locked in. Then we have Bradley Stark in right, and Guy Dealer will get the start at shortstop, batting number 9. Okay, I'm going to move this lineup around a bit here. Move Stark here. Put Hamilton here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let Kerr bat third today. He's hitting well. Barneswobble's going to be batting fourth. I'll put Hamilton fifth. Atlas Good sixth. Kibbutz eighth. Mason's hitting well, too. Maybe move Hamilton down a bit in the lineup. I know he homered, but yeah, maybe Mason moves up here. I don't want him trapped behind Barneswobble, though. So Stark, come down here. You bat fifth. Yeah, Mason bats second. Peterson's first, then Mason, then Kerr, Barneswobble, Stark, Hamilton, Good, Kibbutz, Dealer. Perfect. All right, any changes in the lineup for the Beast? Maloney's still leading off. Brian Smile is starting at shortstop today as they move Hurls to the bench. He's batting second. Lafayette drops down to the 3 slot. He's DHing today. Still. Oliver is still in right. LeShiong is getting the start in left field over Ryu as they put him on the bench. Donovan is still catching. Taverner's still at second base. He moves up to the 7 slot. French is still batting 8th. And Dismal's still starting at third base, but they moved him down to the 9. All right, let's go. Game 2 of the episode coming up. Beat him in the first game 10-2. Let's see if we can beat him again. All right. Feeling good after that first game win. Let's see how we do against Hatmore.
It's game time here at Battery Bay. Grab a program, a drink, and a snack, and off we go.
Do it. All right, Maloney leading off again, on fire from her first game performance. Average of 296, 4 homers, 8 RBIs. Facing Mike Asiago on the year. Mike 1-2. He has a 6.19 ERA and a 1.75 whip in 3 starts, only going 16 innings, so he's averaging just over 5 innings a start. He's at 5 1/3. 11 earned runs given up, 19 hits, 10 strikeouts, 9 walks, 3 homers. Batting average against sitting at 292. Need to bring those numbers down a bit, Mikey. First pitch cutter down, hit up the middle. That is going to be a slow roller into center field as we were not playing over far enough to get to that. Lead off single for Maloney with good speed. Here's Brian Smile. Shortstop sat out the first game, hitting 298, 1 homer, 5 RBIs. He'll have Tier 2 cannon arm in the field at shortstop, and he has Tier 1 Butterfingers as well. Pushing up and away, runner goes. Chased on the hit and run, foul back, 0-1. Team up and in. High, 1-1. Well down and in. Line to right field, that is through for a base hit. 2-1, nobody out to start the inning. Beasts are threatening. Here comes DH smash Lafayette. Tense, fastball hitter at Tier 3 still, and Tier 2 bad ball hitter. Still batting under the Mendoza line at 157. Good speed on both base runners here, so that's going to be a problem. Pitch down, both runners go. Throw down to second, not in time by Mason. It was dropped anyway by Dealer. Both runners are safe on the steal as that is going to be steal on base number 5 for Maloney. She's 5 for 6. And for Smile, he's 3 for 4. 2 in scoring position, 0-1 count now. Nobody out here for Lafayette. Curveball down and in. Check strike, 0-2. Four-seamer down. Chased it. Doors. First punch out for Asiago. Got him on the low cheese. One down. Here's Gianni Oliver. Right fielder is still hitting under 200. Has first pitch prayer active. Cutter up and away on the first pitch. Checked outside. Ball 1. Team down and in. Hit up the third base line. Barneswell dies past her up the line into left field. Peterson over to cut it off. 1 run scores on the single. It is 1-0 as we get on the board first. It's the Beast this time. Left fielder Malachi Zhang up next, hitting .327 with 5 RBIs. He's off the bench today for Game 2 as he sat out the first one. Placing Ryu out there in left. Two-seamer down and in on the first pitch. Check strike, 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Strike called, it's 0-2. Change it down and away. Pulled foul. Out in front of it was Zhang, 0-2. Asiago already tens. Cutter up and in. Inside, 1-2. Curveball middle in. Pulled foul, out of play, 1-2. Four-seamer down and away. Chop, slow roll to third. Barneswell charges, fires to second, gets the runner, kaboots on to first, not in time. And another run scores on the fielder's choice. 2-0 the score. Here's the catcher Alberto Donovan. Fastball hitter still active at Tier 3, and he's still hitting over 400. Change it down and away. Outside and low, ball 1. Curveball up and in. Donovan checked it, strike called, 1-1. Four-seamer down and in. Chase, broken back grounder in the hole to first, good over, bare hands, flips to Mike, in time to end the inning. 2 home though for the Beasts as they get on the board first today. Bottom 1, Peterson, Mason, and Kerr coming up. Lily Peterson leading off, sat out the first game for us. Contact for lefty at Tier 2, hitting .396 with a homer, 7 RBIs, facing Southpaw Carmelo Hatmore. 1-0 with a .332 ERA and an .083 whip. 3 starts on the year, 21 2/3 innings. He's averaging 7 innings a start. 8 earned runs given up, 15 hits, 3 walks, 24 strikeouts, 4 homers, and a batting average against a .188. Hatmore has been very dominant this season, even more so than Radical. Here we go. First pitch of the game from Carmelo. Changeup inside on the corner for a strike. 0-1. Slider inside, 1-1. Curveball up and away. Line to center field. That's a base hit as Peterson goes with it and timed it up. Leadoff runner on here, and now Steeler will activate at Tier 3. Here's Mason. Catcher locked in. He had a homer in the first game, driving in 2. 3 total as he also singled home a run as well. Hitting out at an even 400. Peter middle in. Line by Mason to center field, right at Maloney, though, for the first out. Timed it up a little bit too well on that one. Next up, Kerr. Locked in. Peter down and in. Broken back grounder to second. Taverna to second 1. Smile to first. Just late, even with Cannon Arm, he doesn't get Kerr. 2 down on the fielder's choice. Here's Barneswobble hitting .423 now. Had a homer in the first game as well, driving in 2. Or 1. Curve off and away. Outside. Ball 1. Change it down and the way is low. 2-0. There it goes. Peter up and in. Taking first strike. Throw down to second. Not in time. Kerr steals second. Third stolen base of the doubleheader for Xander. He is now 5 for 5 on the season. 2-1 count to Barneswobble. RBI Hero activates for the first time this series. Slide a middle in, line to right center field. Will that get away from Maloney? No, it won't. That'll end the inning. To the second, we're up 2-0, down 2-0. Taverna, French, and Dismal coming up. Here's Taverna, locked in, hitting .444 on the year. You see her middle away. That's a strike. 0-1. Cutter up and in. Checked high. 1-1. Four-seamer up and away. Popped him up. Mason out of the crouch there in foul territory. Puts it away. 1 down. Asiago back to neutral, and here's first baseman Welt French. Average down to about 350. Four-seamer down and away. Outside. Ball 1. Curveball up and in. Strike called. 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Fouled off. 1-2. Change it down. Check low. 2-2. Four-seamer down and in. Doors blew it by him. Second punch out from Mike. Got him on the low cheddar. Near Cosmo Dismal. Third baseman still locked in. Now hitting at the Mendoza line. Even. Cutter up and away in the first pitch. Fouled off. 0-1. Four-seamer down and away. Chased. Fouled off. 0-2. Two-seamer up and in. Broken bat. Fouled off. Still 0-2. Ball away. Hit up the middle. That's a base hit past the diving dealer into center. So a 2-out single keeps the inning alive here for the Beasts. Dismal reaches, and now we're back to Maloney. 1-for-1 with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. On fire as well. Four-seamer up and away. Runner goes. Strike called. Throw down by Mason's perfect. Just late. Stolen base for Dismal. Dismal's first of the year. He's 1-for-1. 0-1 count here to Maloney. Ball down and away. Low and outside. 1-1. Change up inside. Chopper slow roll to short. Dealer's got to hurry. Bare hands and fires across. Got her by a step. Let's go. That ends the inning. Bottom 2. It's 2-0 still. Stark, Hamilton, and Good coming up. For some reason, I thought you switched teams in a new franchise. Wow, you traitor. No, not yet. We're thinking about moving them if we win another title here just because of how well we built up these Flyers. Like, it's so dominant, it's not even fair. So I'm hoping that the rise in ego will make it a little bit more competitive, so maybe I can get another season after this one. But with how we're playing right now, I don't know. It's hard to say. Because we have technically changed teams already, moving from the Thumpers to here as that Heater's at the knees. 0-1. Stark takes another one. Change up outside. 0-2 as it's called a strike. Slide it down and in. That's fouled back over the screen. 0-2. Curve up and away. Hit to right center field. Carrying well, but that's going to be run down by Maloney. 1 down. Next up, Hamilton. Gingham had a homer in the first game, driving in 2. Now at 4 on the season. Change up outside, misses off the plate. Ball 1. Slider hangs, high hopper to short, diving a smile to his left, throw to first. Cannon arm got him, 2 down. Now to bring up Atlas Good. First baseman still tense, still struggling to hit. More locked in today. Change away, pulled foul, swung over top of it. 0-1. Change away, fouled it back this time. It's 0-2. Tier 2 tough out active here. Slider middle of the plate, lined into center, but it's right at Maloney, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Atlas Good continuing to struggle to find a hit. Top 3, we're still down 2. Smile, Lafayette, and Oliver coming up. Here's Smile. He's 1-for-1 today with a single. Locked in now after the diving play in the field last inning. Four-seamer up and away. Lined into shallow center. Kerr coming in. Won't get there. It's a base hit. Little leadoff bloop single there for Brian. He's 2-for-2 today. He's also scored a run as well and stolen a base. Here's Lafayette, 0-for-1. Pick off first. Nothing doing. Pitch out, runner does not go. 1-0 pitch, curveball down. Pulled foul, 1-1. Team ripping in. Pulled down the right field line, out of play, 1-2. Change it down in the way. Way outside. 2-2. Forcing me down and in. Low. 3-2. Full count pitch coming. Curveball up and away. Runner goes. Jammed. Smashed dead to center field. Kerr running out of room to the warning track. Turns around and makes the catch in front of the fence. Nice play, Xander. 1 down. Good range out there. Next up is Oliver. 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Change it down and in. That's low. Ball 1. Pick off first. Nothing doing. Up and away. Strike called. 1-1. Cut her down and away. Grounder to second. Right at Caboose. Flip to second. 1. Drop by Dealer. Throw to first. Not in time. E6. Dealer, you're in there for your defense too. That pisses me off because I put you in for. You were put in for defense. Ugh. Infuriating. Error allows him to reach. 2 on, 1 down. RBI chance now for Xiong. Either way, runner goes, throw down to second. Mason has him dead to rights, though, as that is the runner caught stealing. Smile steals his second of the game. He is now 4 for 5 on the season. However, for Lafayette, that's his first time being caught. Or was it Oliver, actually? That's his first time being caught, so. He's 0 for 1, 2 down, runner at third, 1-0 count now to Xiong. Change it down and in, low and inside, 2-0. Forcing the middle in. Check strike, 2-1. Curveball middle away. Hit off the end of the bat, deep to left center field. Kerr on the run, looking to track it down. Gets there for to end the inning. Nice range. We strand a runner and pitch around an error. Bottom 3, it's 2-0 still. Caboose, Dealer, and Peterson coming up. Caboose leading off. Second baseman hitting .319. Had a 2-run homer in the first game of the episode, or first of the season. Curveball up and away is outside. Ball 1. Great eye there. Hatmore tried to paint the corner with that one. Heater does paint the low corner this time. 1-1. Heater middle in. Hit well by Caboose to left center, but that is going to hang up out there for Xiong. 1 down. Dealer up next, hitless on the season. He sat out the first game, and he made an error just last inning, so he's tense right now. Change it down, and in is a strike. 0-1. Hatmore gets ahead. Cutter up. That's high from Carmelo. 1-1. Cutter up. Fouled it back. 1-2. Tough out activates. Cutter middle in. Ripped foul. Out of play. 1-2. Cutter down, pulled foul, still 1-2. Cutter up, pulled in the hole to third. Cut off by Dismal to his left, throw to first, in time, 2 down. Base sent for Peterson. Lily 1 for 1 with a single today. Peter Way in the first one, hitting the hole. Past both diving infielders into right field. Nice swing, Lily. She's 2 for 2. Extends the inning here with 2 down. That'll bring up Mason, who's 0 for 1, but locked in. He lined out his first at bat. Ball middle in, just inside, missing the corner. Ball 1. Change up and away. That's a strike. 1-1. Pick off the first. Back safely is Peterson, as she read that one. Peter high. That misses. 2-1 count to Mason. Peterson takes off, and there's another pick off, the second one, and that's going to end the inning. Go figure. To the fourth, it's 2-0. Donovan, Taverna, and French coming up. Here's Donovan, catcher 0 for 1 today. Lily's first time being caught this year. Curveball down on the way to Donovan. That is hit through the legs of Asiago into center field. Way to time that up from Alberto. Leadoff man on to start the fourth for the Beast. That's their 6th hit of the day already. Here's Taverna for 1 today. Zoomer up and in. high. Just missed the corner. Ball 1. Four-seamer down and away. Outside, 2-0. Cutter up and away. Foul back, 2-1. Four-seamer at the knees. Fouled off, 2-2. Two-seamer up and in. Rip foul, out of play, 2-2. Change it down and in. Holstered a sword, fooled him badly. Third punch out for Mike. Got him on the change that time. One down for French, over 1 today. Double down and in, low and inside. Ball 1. Four-seamer away. Outside, it's 2-0. Two-seamer up and in. Whiffed on it, 2-1. Four-seamer down and in. Chopped in front of the plate. Mason out of the crouch. No play at second. He'll go to first with it. 2 down. Swinging bunt there for French. Advances the runner to scoring position for Cosmo Dismal. He's 1 for 1 with a single today. He also stole a base as well. Ball down on the first pitch. Misses in the dirt. Ball 1. Good block, though, by Mason. Cutter up and away. Popped him up behind short. Dealer is there. Shallow left field. He's under it. Puts it away to end the inning. Way to strand that runner, Mike. Bottom 4th, 2-0. Mason, Kerr, and Barnes-Wobble coming up. Here's Mason. Silas 0 for 1 today, but locked in. Slider down. Misses low. Ball 1. Change it away. That's a strike this time. 1-1. Change it away. Line through the middle. Base hit for Silas. His first hit of the day. He's 1 for 2. Only our 3rd hit today. Lead off man on the 4th, looking to get something started. Here's Kerr, locked in 0 for 1. He reached on a fielder's choice his first at bat. Cutter up and away, outside. Ball 1. Change it down, line to short, but right at Smile for the first out. We have to hold. Unlucky there. Barnes-Wobble up next. She's 0 for 1. Curveball drops in there for a first pitch strike. That got me off guard. 0-1. Slider away. Misses. 1-1. Curveball up. Line to left field. That is going to drop in front of Zhang for a base hit. 2 on, 1 down. Flyers are threatening. Here's Bradley Stark. He's 0 for 1 today. He put us on the board for the first time here in Game 2. His Surrounded activates for the first time today for Hatmore at Tier 2, but he's still locked in to counteract it a bit. Change away, misses outside, ball 1. Change away, this time hits the corner, 1-1. Try to middle in, Stark lines it to right field, but it is right at Oliver, 2 down. Runners have to hold. That is going to bring up Hamilton, 0 for 1 today. DH looking to clutch up. Change up high, misses out of the zone. Ball 1. Right there is the changeup. Okay, 1-1. Heater down the middle. Nubbard is short. We mistimed it. Smile to first. That'll end the inning with ease. Damn it. To the 5th. We're down 2-0 still. Maloney, Smile, and Lafayette coming up. There's Maloney. 1 for 2 with a single. Still on fire. You see him up and in on the first one. That's a strike. 0-1. Change it down and in. Chased it. 0-2. Force him up and away. Folder doors. 4th punch out for Mike. 1 down. Next up, Smile. Brian 2 for 2 today with 2 singles and a stolen base. Dribble down and in on the first one. Strike called. 0-1. Cutter up and away. Out of the zone. 1-1. Four-seamer up and in. Turned on, belted by Smile deep down the right field line. That's going to stay fair. And that one is long gone into the tunnel there by the bullpen. I think that's the groundskeeper area for this ballpark. Home run for Brian Smile as the Beasts are running amok right now. Nice little stampede they got going on. It is 3-0. Second of the year for Brian. Lafayette up next, 0 for 2 intense. Change of middle in on the first pitch. That's a strike. 0-1. Ball middle away. Line softly to right field off the end of the bat. Stark in. Can't get there. It's another hit. Little one-out knock for the Beasts. Here comes Oliver. 1 for 2 with an RBI single. He's tense. There's 69 here for Mike. Heater up. Foul back. 0-1. Here's pitch 70. Cutter down and in. Low. 1-1. Roll down and away. Nubber to first. Good charges. Fields it. The second one. Dealer back to good. Double play. You love to see it, and that ends the inning. But a run on the board for the Beasts as Brian Smile hits his second homer of the year as he hooks it down the right field line. 3-0 now. Bottom 5. Halfway home. We're needing to get on the board in a hurry. Good Boots and Dealer. Bottom of the lineup coming up for the Flyers. Here's Good. 0 for 1 today in tenths. Cutter middle in, line to first, third, right at Dismal for the first out, and Good 0 for 2 on 2 lineouts. Caboot's up next. Aisha 0 for 1 today. Heater at the knees, 0-1. Heater down, lined up the middle, base hit for Caboots there past the shortstop. Aisha's first hit today, she's 1 for 2. That'll bring up Guy Dealer, who's 0 for 1. Cutter up on the first one, misses high, ball 1. Change up and in, that's a strike, 1-1. Change up, misses high, 2-1. Slider away, that's a strike, 2-2. Tough out activates. Change up, pulled a foul, still 2-2. Runner goes. Change it down, misses low, throw down to second, not in time. Steeler was activated for Caboots. She steals her second. She's 2 for 2. 3-2 count now to Dealer. Slider up and away, grounded to first. That'll advance the runner to third. French takes the out at first unassisted, 2 down. Runner 90 feet away for Peterson. Lily 2 for 2 with 2 singles. She has 1 stolen base today and 1 caught stealing. Or does she? No, she doesn't. Curveball misses low. Ball 1. Curveball up and in. That's a strike. 1-1. Heater's way inside. 2-1. Heater up. Pulled deep to left field on the line, but it's right at Zhang, and that ends the inning as we strand another runner. To the 6th. We're still down 3-0. Zhang, Donovan, and Taverna coming up. Here's Zhang, 0 for 2 with an RBI. Ground out his first at bat. Dribble down and in. Ripped up the line on the first pitch. Foul, 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Doors, 0-2. Cutter up and in. Chased it inside. Doors. 5th punch out for Mike. 1 down. Handcuffed him on that one. Here's Donovan, 1 for 2 with a single. Change up and away in the first pitch. Fouled off. 0-1. Roll down and away. Low. 1-1. Four-seamer down and in. Chased it. 1-2. Two-seamer up and in. Inside. 2-2. Cutter up and away. Way outside. 3-2. Pitch 80 for Mike coming here. Change it down and away. Checked. Can I help you, Alberto? No, he's just looking. Get out of here. 6th punch out for Mike. Back-to-back Ks. Here's Taverna. 0 for 2. Four-seamer up and in on the first pitch. Check strike. 0-1. Cutter down and in. Doors. 0-2. Two-seamer up and away. Holstead. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Doors. Striking out the side as Mike. He's at finishes with 7 today. That is 6 quality innings for him. Bottom 6, Mason, Kerr, and Barneswobble coming up. There's Mason, 1 for 2 with a single today, looking to get it rolling. He's locked in. Heater up from Hatmore, misses high, ball 1. Hatmore is still locked in as well. Just hit his 60th pitch of the day. Change it down and in is low, 2-0. Slider down and in, 3-0. We're not moving the sticks. Heater up. High ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to start the day for Hatmore here in the 6th inning. That's his first walk today. Here's Kerr, 0 for 2. Xander lined out last at bat. Also hitting to a fielder's choice. Change it up. Strike called, 0-1. Peter Way line to second, right at Taverna. 1 down. Unlucky. Barnes wobble up next, 1 for 2 with a single.
Number 72, Mimi Barneswobble.
For ball away, that's a strike. 0-1. Nice pitch. Peter then dumped into center field. Another hit for Mimi. Here's second, I think. Either way, 2 on, 1 down. Flyers threatening again. Here's Stark. He's 0 for 2. Hatmore starting to tire. He's approaching 70 pitches, and Surrounded activates again. Cutter middle in, dump to right field on the liner. That is going to get down for a base hit. Throw coming home. It is cut by French. RBI single for Stark. Barneswobble goes to third. It is 3-1. We're on the board. Hamilton up next. He's 0 for 2. Runners at the corners. Hatmore no longer locked in. Surrounded remains active. This is our moment. Come on. Change up way high. Misses badly. Ball 1. Change middle in. Turned on by Hamilton. Down the right field line. Hooking foul. Will that get out of play? Oh, he knocks it down. What a leaping play by Oliver. He couldn't secure it. And that gives Hamilton new life. Count at 1-1. Slider then blasted by Hamilton, right center field, slicing away from Maloney. It is over her head and off the wall, and it ricochets past her back towards the infield. Hamilton around second, digging for third. Throw from Taverna, not in time. It's a 2-run triple. We're tied at 3. Flyers back in it now. And here's Good, 0 for 2 intense, and that will do it for Hatmore. Out of the bullpen is Jaden Felix, the reliever. He's on fire. ERA under 1 at 0.71, and he has 0.63 whip as well. 5 strikeouts, but he has Tier 2 easy jumps and Tier 2 falls behind. Infield in, trying to keep it a tie, 3-3 ball game. Come on, Atlas. He's 0 for 2 today. Lined out twice. That's inside. Ball 1. Last time he lined out to third. Time before that he lined out to center. Peter up. 1-1. Peter down the middle, line to center field, and Good gets out of his slump. That's his first hit in a while. RBI single makes it 4-3. That run is also charged to Hatmore, which means he will finish with 4 earned runs given up and lose his quality start. He boots up next, 1 for 2 with a single. Steeler active. Peter up, line at the middle to second. Pass. Oh, Taverna knocks it down on the dive. Flip the second one. Throw to first. Just in time with cannon arm. That's a double play to end the inning. But the Flyers strike for 4 as we take the lead. 4-3 to the 7th. We get an RBI single from Stark, a 2-run triple from Hamilton, and an RBI single from Good. French, Dismal, Maloney coming up. Asiago done after 6 quality innings. He gives up 3 runs on 8 hits. No walks. Strikes out 7. Only 1 home run ball given up. He is in line for the win. Great pitching today, Mike. Way to bounce back big and get your ERA down under 6 as well. So Lim must have pitched the rest of the ball game in Game 1. He did, so Ali is unavailable today. Everyone else in the bullpen is fresh and ready to go. We're going to hand it off here to Raymond Benson first out of the bullpen. Raymond making his 5th appearance of the year. So far through 4, he is 1-0, a 7.50 ERA and a 2.50 whip. 5 earned runs given up in 6 innings, 13 hits surrendered, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 homer, and a batting average against the .448. He's not had a great year to start the season. First pitch heater down and in. That's chopped at the middle, past the diving Kaboots into center. Little first pitch swinging there for the Beasts, and they got the leadoff man on. Cosmo Dismal up next, 1 for 2 with a single, still locked in. Slider down and away on the first pitch. That's low, ball 1. Cutter up and in. Strike called, 1-1. Four-seamer down and in. Soft pop up the short, right at dealer for the first out. Next up is Maloney, 1 for 3 with a single. She's on fire. Work ball away. Sign stealer active. Checked outside. Ball 1. Racing up and in. Pop foul out of play. 1-1. Slider down and in. Line foul out of play. 1-2. Cutter away. Hitting the hole to second. That is going to be a base hit as Caboose was shaded up the middle for the double play ball. First and second now, one down. Beast threatening. Here's Brian Smile. Solo homer last time up down the right field line. He's also singled twice, 3 for 3 today. Cutter down and in, off the plate inside, ball 1. Work ball down and away. That's low, 2-0. Four-seamer down and in, 3-0. Four-seamer up and in. That's a strike, 3-1. Slide it down, ball 4. First walk for Benson, bases loaded, 1 down. Here's Lafayette, 1 for 3 with a single today. Infield is a double play depth. Work ball to knees on the first pitch. Hard hit up the middle on the ground. That's a base hit, and that's going to tie it up at least at 4. Run home. Second runner trying it. They will score it as 5-4 as Benson blows the lead. Great job, Raymond. Here's Oliver, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Raymond now tense. Four-seamer up and away in the first pitch. Runner goes for third. Throw down by Mason. Not in time. Stolen base. First and third now with 1 down. A Smile all on the corners now. Slider down. Taken low. 2-0. Four-seamer down and away. 3-0. It's outside. Ball 4. Cutter misses inside. Second walk for Benson. He loads him up again. Here's Sean 0 for 3 with an RBI ground out. I'm taking Raymond out. He just doesn't have it today. We're going to hand it off here to Dana Dantas. Dana on the air, no record, a 5.68 ERA and a 1.42 whip. 4 earned runs given up, 5 appearances. 6 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 1 walk, 1 homer, 5 strikeouts. Batting average against .296, trying to stop the bleeding. Bases loaded with still only 1 out. Four-seamer down and away in the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Slider down, taken low, 1-1. Roll down and in. Check low, it's 2-1. Four-seamer up and away. Popped him up. Off the mound is Dantas to her right. Infield fly called for, and the runners have to hold. 2 down. Here's Donovan, 1 for 3 with a single.
Alberto Donovan.
Slider away in the first pitch outside. Ball 1. Oh, shit. Curveball down and in. Almost kneecapped him, 2-0. Curveball away. Popped him up. Caboose behind second in shallow center. Puts it away, and we strand the bases loaded, but we do give up 2 as Benson could not. He only got 1 out, and he couldn't do anything on the mound today. 5-4 now. The Beast lead again. Bottom 7. Dealer, Peterson, and Mason coming up. Here's Dealer. He's 0 for 2 today and 10, so I'm going to go ahead and sub him off. Which means the pitcher would be brought in now. Okay. Shit. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Hefty Elliott's going to pinch hit here, hitting 200 with a homer, 4 RBIs. I'm probably going to sub in Hamilton to play shortstop. That we will lose our DH, but it will not allow. I will not let Hefty be in the field at shortstop. It's not going to end well. Heater way inside on the first one from Felix. Ball 1. Changeup in 2-seamer inside, whiff through it, 1-1. 2-seamer inside, grounded hard to first, backhanded by French, flipped to the pitcher, in time, 1 down. Next up, Peterson, only 2 for 3 today. Contact versus lefty remains active against Felix, who is the southpaw. Peter up and away, outside, ball 1. Ball down and in, low, 2-0 count to Lilly. Peter at the knees, blasted on the line to center field, hit well, but right at Maloney, 2 down. Next up is Mason, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk today, still locked in.
Mason.
Peter up and away, outside on the 2-seamer, ball 1. Curveball up and away. That's a strike this time. 1-1. Curveball hangs early. Fouled off. 1-2. Heater down and in. Dump to right field, but that is going to hang up enough for Oliver. 1-2-3 inning. Good pitching there from Felix to the 8th. It's 5-4. Taverna, French, and Dismal due up. Hefty, how good is your fielding? Not great. Okay, we are going to position swap Hamilton to shortstop. That'll put the pitcher in the lineup in the 9 slot, which is fine. We'll just remember to pinch hit. Heater down and away. That's a strike. 0-1. Right up and away. Blasted to right center field. Hit pretty well, but Stark over for it. He will put that one away for the first out. Next up going to be French. Runs through the single. The ball down. Misses low. Ball 1. Heater up and in. Whiffed on it. 1-1. Slider down. Taken low. Check. 2-1. Dantas did not get stimulate to activate, unfortunately. Heater down the way. Jam down the left field line. Peterson going over. Takes away for the second out. That is going to bring up Dismal. 1 through the single. Still locked in, though. For ball away. Outside. Ball 1. Slider up and away. Outside and high. 2-0. Heater up. Line to right field. Stark coming in. Gets there. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Dantas. Bottom 8. It's 5-4. Heart of the lineup up for the Flyers. Kerr, Barneswobble, and Stark. Let's see if we can get a rally going. Here's Kerr, 0 for 3 today. Ball down, misses low. Ball 1. About the knees, turned on by Kerr down the left field line. That one takes flight and lands in the visitors' bullpen. He got it up just high enough. Xander Kerr hits his second homer of the season, and that puts us back with it. It's a tie game. It's 5-5. One swing of the bat is all it took. Next up, Barneswobble, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Felix knocked down the locked-in mojo because of that swing. Ball down and in, bounces low, ball 1. Check low on the heater, good eye, 2-0. Check low, good take, 3-0. Heater line, hard right at the shortstop though for the first out. Next up, Stark, 1 for 3 with an RBI single, and that'll do it for Felix. Out of the bullpen, young reliever Bern Copeland. The Tier 2 Wild Thing, 10.29 ERA, 186 whip. 6 strikeouts for Copeland as he's out of the pen. Heater up and in, that's a strike, 0-1. Ball up and in, turned on by Stark, hit deep to right field, into the corner. Will it get to the wall? Out of room, looking up. Oliver makes the catch with his back against the fence. It just was big enough to hold it. 2 down for Hamilton. 2-run triple last at bat. He's 1 for 3. Curveball up, drops in there for a strike, 0-1. Curveball, this time it drops low, 1-1. Curveball up and in, ripped down the line, fair ball for Hamilton into the right field corner. Giving chase is Oliver and he misplays it. Hamilton already at second, he'll hold there. It's a 2-out double. Go ahead run in scoring position for the Flyers. Here's Good. Gonna need another 2-out hit to bring him home. He's tense. 1 for 3 with an RBI single last at bat though. Ball up and in there for a strike. He got that call? Come on, that's not a strike. 0-1. That heater's low. Great block behind the plate by Donovan. 1-1. Curveball up and in. He got that call again. That's not a strike. 1-2. Tough out activates. Heat up the way, line to right field. That's going to get down for a hit. Hamilton around third. Here we go. Throw from Oliver. It is not in time. Digging for second is good. He'll beat the throw back. It's 6-5. We have the lead. And that'll bring up Caboose 1 for 3 with a single. Can Aisha keep it rolling now? Switch hitting, batting left-handed for the first time today. Heater up. Hard grounder to short right at Smile, though. Throw to first in time to end the inning. But we take the lead, tying home run by Xander Kerr to start the inning, and then Atlas Good gets another 2-out RBI on a single to make it 6-5 to the 9th. Maloney, Smile, and Lafayette coming up. Top of the lineup here. And we're going to go ahead and sub in out of the pen Lando Benitez. He has stimulated. Here we go. Benitez on the air, 1-0, 3.86 ERA, 103 WHIP, 5 earned runs given up, 5 appearances, 11 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, batting average against .227. Here we go. Rally starter active at Tier 2 here for Maloney. Two-seamer inside, jammed at the middle to short. Hamilton dives, nice stop, throw across. Got her! Let's go, 1 down. Next up, Brian Smile. He drew a walk last at bat. He's also had a solo homer, singled twice, and stole 2 bases. Change it down and in. Taken low, ball 1. Receiver away. That is lift off to dead center field. Brian Smile hits his 2nd homer of the game, as that is another stampeding ball heading out over the wall. Another home run for Smile, his 3rd of the year, 2nd of the day, and we're tied at 6. Another blown save for the Flyers bullpen. There's Lafayette, 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. Change of middle in on the first pitch. Blasted deep to right field, hit pretty well. Stark running out of room at the wall, and that is back-to-back jacks for the Beasts. Another stampeding ball out over the wall. Home run for Lafayette, his 2nd, and that makes it 7-6. Wow, you've got to be kidding me. Now to bring up Oliver, 1 for 3 RBI, single and a walk. Benitez now tense. I mean, we didn't even have fastball hitter active on that. That's just mean. Heater weighs a strike, 0-1. Using him down, taking low, 1-1. Heater down and away. Whiffed on it, 1-2. Change it down and in, low, 2-2. Two-seamer up and in. High, 3-2. Four-seamer up and away. Doors, first punch out for Benitez, 2 down. Now to bring up Jong, 0 for 4 with an RBI ground out in the 1st inning. Change it down on the first one, low, ball 1. Heater down and away. Fouled off, 1-1. Two-seamer middle in, inside, 2-1. Heater up and away. Chased it, 2-2. Change it middle in. Blasted to right center field. Slicing away from Curry. He's on the run. Lays out for it. Just out of his reach. It's going to be extra bases. Jong's first hit of the day. He's 1 for 5. It's a 2-out double. Top of the 9th continues. Here's Donovan. 1 for 4 with a single. Change up away on the first pitch. Sat on, hit deep to right field, and that is another stampeding ball out of the ballpark and over the wall. Home run for Donovan. 3rd homer of the inning. Beasts have the 3-run lead now, as that is the 5th of the year for Donovan. It is now 9-6, as we have just pissed away any fucking chance we had of winning this game. Great job, bullpen. Way to go, Benitez, you absolute sad sack. Heater down and away, that's a strike, 0-1. I would have been better off just leaving Dontas in without stimulated. It wouldn't have been as disappointing. Change of away misses to 1-1. Two-seamer high, 2-2. Heater up, fouled off, 2-2. Change it down and away, chased it, fouled off, 2-2. Heater down and in, check, 3-2. Two-seamer up and away, fouled off, of course, because you can't just strike out like a man. Heater up and in. There we go. Broken bat pop up behind 3rd. Barnes wobble out for it in shallow left. Puts it away to finally end the inning. But 3 home runs in the inning for the Beasts. Give them 4 runs, and they retake the lead 9-6. Bottom 9, it's the pitcher slot, then Peterson and Mason. Fucking bullshit, man. 3 homers. Fuck you guys. Benitez up. I'm taking his stupid ass out. Pinch hitting off the bench, Julian Chernley, the right fielder, hitting .357 with 4 RBIs. He had a couple hits in the first game. Going to try and get it started against Copeland, who's still tense after last inning. Heater away. That's a strike on the corner, 0-1. Heater away. We're early, and it's popped up down the right field line. Easy rundown for Oliver. 1 out. Peterson's up next, 2 for 4 with 2 singles today.
Mason.
Heater away. That's a strike, apparently. 0-1. That one's high. 1-1. That's outside this time. 2-1 on the heater. Chased it. 2-2. Dribble hangs. Ripped down the line. Guess what? It's foul. 2-2. Dribble away. Line left center. That's down for the third hit today for Peterson. She's 3 for 5. Tying run is now in the on deck circle. Here's Mason. Silas 1 for 3 today. Single and a walk. He's locked in. Heater down the middle, blasted by Mason, left center field, carrying well, heading for the wall. It's off the wall. That's extra bases. Peterson around third, and we are drawing a throw and heading back because I was worried Cannon Arm would activate there. Tying run at the plate. It's Xander Kerr, who homered last at bat to give us the tie game at 5. He's locked in 1 for 4 with a solo homer. Can Copeland get out of this one? Heater up, misses way high. Ball 1. Heater up, lined hard to right field, but it's right at Oliver for the second out. We can't tag on that. Of fucking course it is. All the pressure on Barneswobble with RBI hero. 2 for 4 with 2 singles representing the tying run. Here we go. For ball away, outside. Ball 1. Chased it out of the zone, blooped over first. I chased a bad pitch. Come on! Franks makes the catch on the easy pop fly, and we piss away the second game. Great job, guys. 9-6 the final. Fuck, why did I swing at that? God damn it. Such a fucking stupid man. That is a game we should have won. I'm pissed at myself for that shit. 3 fucking home runs in the 9th inning. Are you goddamn kidding me? Beast win. Brian Smile had the game of his life. He went 4 for 4 with 2 solo homers. Lafayette had a big 3-run homer to knock it out of the park and put it away. Oliver had a RBI, what did he hit? He hit a fucking single. Zhang had an RBI ground out. Donovan had an RBI on a fielder's choice. He also hit a solo homer. Or 2-run homer, it didn't fucking matter, whatever. Kerr had a solo homer. Stark had an RBI single. Hamilton had a 2-run triple. Good had 2 RBI singles as well. I'm just pissed. Hatmore 5 1/3, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, a walk, no decision. Felix 2 innings plus, 2 hits, an earned run, a homer, no decision. Copeland gets the win, even though he should have gotten the loss. Inning and 2/3, 4 hits, an earned run. He's at 1-1 now. Asiago 6 quality innings. We piss away a good start from him. 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, and a homer. He stays at 1-2. Benson had a shitty outing. He had a third of an inning, giving up 2 earned runs on 3 hits and 2 walks. Thank you. Don Toss inning and 2/3 scoreless. Should have left her in for the 9th inning. I went to Benitez, who was stimulated, and he proceeded to give up 3 home runs in the inning, costing us the win, falling to 1-1. Great job. Player of the game is Brian Smile. Fuck him. Smash Lafayette had 3 RBIs on a homer. Fuck him. And Gingham Hamilton, he had a good day. Double and a 2-run triple. Yeah, no, I'm not pissed. I'm not pissed at all, no. I didn't just piss away a winnable game to fuck us. Yeah. God, I hate myself. Oh, happy birthday to me. Two players of fighting about who was cute or knows. Via. I don't even care, honestly. That should still be here, right? It is. Okay, good. Via. Mike, he had a good outing. Plus his loyalty was a bit lower. Alright, nothing to report. Who's next on the fucking schedule? Nocturnals, False Knights, and Night Bats. Are any of them any good this year? Night Bats are 6 and 7. No, not really. Nocturnals 5 and 8. Not really. False Knights are good, though. We think we'll play that game. They're division leaders. So we'll sim the next game here against the Nocturnals. Tramplers lose again, so they fall to 10 and 4. We could have gained another game on them. Nope. Pissed it away. Nightbats win. They're now 7-7. Thumpers lose to the Bottlenoses 3-2 after pissing away a 2-0 lead. Nocturnals beat the Trackers 1-0. False Knights lose to the Bird Lizards 5-4. Bards beat the Below Zeros 5-4. Bionics beat the Champs 8-7. Dive Bombers beat the Beasts 4-3. That's good for us. Nightbats then get blown out by the Riddles 11-0. And the Thumpers shut out the Dive Bombers 2-0. Tramplers taking on the Riddles. Tramplers win, unfortunately, 2-1, so we stay 2.5 back. And Toucans beat the Bird Lizards 4-3. Okay. Player development. We could buy Limbs. This is at 3%, and we could buy Richards, who's at 30. So Richards is first. 1 accuracy to 72, 1 velo to 67, bonus 3 accuracy. He's not going to get that, unfortunately. Going for Cutter. Not going to get that either. Would have been nice, but the loyalty does go up for Richards by 12. And then Ali Lim. Plus 1 junk to 72, bonus 5, plus 5 junk. Not going to get that, unfortunately. Going for Elite 4-seamer. Doesn't get that either. But his loyalty max is out now, so that's good. All right, let's sim this next game against the 6-8 Nocturnals. Lineup is set. We're going to have Piper Trampleson on the mound, 1-0 with a 5.11 ERA and a 1.70 whip. And on the mound for the Nocturnals is Tense Gunner Malone, 1-2 with a 3.45 ERA and a 1.09 whip. Let's see what happens in the sim. We are going to shut them out. We win 9-0. Great job, Piper. Nice pitching and nice job, offense. Way to go. Move into second place now. Feeling blue about not pitching today. Raymond, he's had a horrible season. Very disappointing from him. All right. Got 3 games to sim here. Bottlenoses and Bards. Bottlenoses win 4-3 as they hold on to win that one. Gold Coat's taking on the Leatherwings. Leatherwings win 4-2 as they get their 7th win of the year. And Swampers and Bionics here in the final game of the sim. Bionics are going to choke it away and lose 9-8 on a walk-off 3-run homer by Chopper Sardi. All right, next up are the False Knights, who are 10-4. We are going to play this game. It looks like an interesting matchup. We'll have rookie Derek Stevens on the hill, 2-1 with a 1.83 ERA and a 0.97 whip. And on the mound for the False Knights will be Evergreen Roca, 1-0 with a 0 ERA and a 0.77 whip. Looking around the league, opportunity upgrade chance for Kaboots. I like that. It's a decent upgrade. Asiago, plus 4 contact on a random roll. He's a pitcher, goddammit. Chance to get 1 junk for Marshall. Probably not worth it. Derek Stevens, chance to get K collector for the rookie pitcher. I like that. Chance to get base jogger for Villa. That's a pass. Asiago gets plus 8 accuracy on a random roll. He's now up to 93 in that category, which is elite tier. And he's an A- now. Congratulations, Mike. And Raymond Benson, plus 3 velocity up to 86. Way to develop a little bit. Peterson, chance to get extra power, speed, and contact. Okay, I can roll with that one. So what's the deal? 2 on this one for Marshall. Buying him 1 junk's just stupid. Kaboots, chance to get 2 arm. Arm is not normally a big thing at second base, but it's a decent upgrade chance, and it's cheap. 2 games on it. Derek Stevens has 1 game on his. We're definitely going to buy his first, that's for sure. Peterson's 2 games on hers. I like hers better than Kaboots. The power and contact are a good combination for her. Base jogger's dumb, so we're ignoring that one. So I think it's Stevens is definitely first, then it's Peterson's, and then Kaboots. Hers is like the least intriguing of the 3 that I'm interested in buying. Buying 1 junk for Marshall is just a waste of money, so I'm going to pass. Not a lot of interesting free agent prospects right now. Nothing above a B-, so I'm not going to look at any of them right now. But that is going to do it for this episode, everybody. Let's give you a recap. We beat the Beasts, absolutely demolished them. We left that first game after the top half of the 6th inning up 10-0. We ended up holding on to win 10-2. We then played a back-and-forth contest in Game 2 of the doubleheader, losing in the end 9-6 because Lando Benitez blew a 6-5 lead, giving up 3 home runs in the top of the 9th inning to screw us. We then, in the sim, beat the Nocturnals 9-0, so we have moved back up into second place in the division here at the end of the episode. We are only 2 games out of first, tied with the Beasts here, but the Tramplers are still on a good run. They're sitting at, I think, 11-4. They are, so they have a 2-game advantage here, and we are at the 3/4 mark of the season, or 2/3 mark of the season, I should say. So we need to catch them in a hurry. Otherwise, we are going to be fighting for a wild card spot and not a division title. Let's see if we can get the job done and start trying to claw our way back into it next time out. If you made it this deep, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is down in the description below if you guys want to come over, watch the games live before they're posted, and also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Shout-outs to One Boy and John Moore for tuning in and chatting with me during the stream. Appreciate it, guys. Everyone else, I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.